The past year, Midlands counties have been buzzing with announcements of new companies coming in, fresh job opportunities, and increased investments. And often there are tax incentives given by the state to entice them to move to the area. But what happens when a company doesn't make good on their commitments? News 19's Becky Buds explains.
From wine and spirits to food ingredients and furnished apartments, Lexington County is trying to lure in new businesses and expand existing ones.
Lexington County's got a lot of positive things going for it.
Each project promising millions of dollars in investments and hundreds of jobs, all spurred by tax incentive packages from the county and state.
But most of the time it's more of location, site selection, things like that. That really drive a project. A lot of times we like to say incentives are icing on the cake.
But what happens when those sweet incentive deals sour? Lexington County Economic Development Director Garrett Dragano says that incentive agreements typically have clawback provisions. That means companies are required to repay all or part of state grants if they fail to meet job or investment requirements.
They're very well aware of what could happen if these numbers aren't made. And so their goal is to make those numbers too.
The South Carolina Department of Commerce has been reporting grant repayments since 2021. According to the latest report, 51 companies owed the state more than $6 million in 2022. About $3.5 million of that was paid off. According to Commerce, the companies have 5 years to meet their requirements, but they can certify before then. Dragano says these provisions can also be amended.
So there are times where maybe a company is a little short on their investment, but they skyrocketed their jobs and are creating more than they anticipated or more than they promised. And, you know, all those things are considered and looked at when making those decisions.
Ultimately, business leaders assert that clawbacks are in place to protect taxpayer dollars and jobs.
We're talking about people's lives here too, and we want to make sure we're putting our citizens first and making decisions that positively impact them.
Becky Buds, News 19 WLTX.
Scout Motors has